Welcome back. We've got some more StarCraft action coming up here in just a little bit. This is Nick Tasteless Plot broadcasting to you from Seoul, Korea. And we have two powerhouse players. Jaedong, of course, you know who that is. The #1 ranked player in the world right now. The best Zerg alive. Not that there are a lot of good Zerg players who are dead, but the point is he's really, really good. Jangbi, on the other hand, though, he is very good as well. He certainly has a lot of potential. And he's already shown that he's doing well. He's done well in tournaments before. And I think this is going to be a pretty tough fight for Jaedong. How tough? Well, we will find out soon enough. The map lineup is going to be Andromeda first, then Othello, and finally we're going to have Blue Storm. So Protoss versus Zerg on this map, we're probably going to be seeing some fast expansion stuff. If you're ever on a map and you can fast expand, you probably should do it. Fast expanding pretty good on Andromeda. They also have a mineral expansion in your main, but you don't want to take that first because you're very gas dependent in Protoss versus Zerg. So they usually take that second. We have had tons of people coming in and out of the studio to watch these games. And I gotta say, it's packed in here right now. I believe the majority of the fans here are here for Jaedong, who is a terrifying Zerg. We did see him lose at the GSI. Unfortunately, he lost in 3 very short games against Flash, actually. All games were rush-based games. If you're just now joining us, thank you and welcome. I hope you're going to enjoy these games. I know I'm always having a good time casting them. I've said this before, but I will be saying it throughout the casts. I will not be here next weekend. We will still have StarCraft games, so tune in for them. I will be in Paris casting WWI. So check out that event and the GOM TV event. I will have Jason Lee subbing in for me. Both players are ready, so I think we're about to start this game. Jangbi versus Jaedong. I've said it before, two very talented players. Very, very talented players. Can Jangbi manage to beat the monster that is Jaedong? This legend killer. We'll find out soon enough. And thank you again, of course, to our sponsors at Intel. Intel always great at sponsoring esport events. Okay, now I think we're going to start the game. Sorry. False alarm. I thought we were going to start it a little bit sooner. Nope. I'm getting owned here. Okay. There's Jaedong. He has a lot of Korean fangirls down here now. And he is very skilled. A younger gamer. I believe he's 17 in American age, so he's probably 19 or 18 in Korean age. He is terrifying. I remember first time I casted his game was at the Seoul E-Stars Festival, where I casted him defeating Memory in the finals. I mean, really very strong Zerg, and he's remained very strong. I believe he's been #1 in the Kesper rankings for about 4 months. It could be 5 very soon. Definitely the guy to watch if you want to learn how to play Zerg. And there is Jangbi. Maybe it's Jangbi. Very, very skilled Protoss player. One of the highest ranked Protoss gamers. Trains with the likes of Stork, as he is on the team Samsung Con. Here we can see his previous accomplishments. He did unfortunately lose to Bacco, another very skilled gamer. But no shame in losing to Bacco. even if his name is silly. All right, well, hopefully we will start this game pretty soon. We have a ton of giddy little Korean girls here that are just so excited to see jaedong play. There are some Jangbi fans here as well. We can see both players going over their build orders in their minds. Pretty soon here, they're going to have to execute them, and they're going to have to execute them very well. I mean, with the utmost precision. In a game like StarCraft, there's really no room for error, especially at this level. I mean, hey, you forget one pylon or one overlord, you may very well lose later on. Very difficult game. Easily the best esport, the most competitive esport out there. Everything else is just a distant second. Sorry, WoW tournament. You guys are still cool, though. Oh, by the way, and definitely check that tournament out if you haven't already.
2007년 8월에 열린 사상 초유의 스타크래프트 256강전. 내로라 하는 선수들을 제치고 결승에 오른 건 바로 파릇파릇한 유망주 이재동과 허영무였다. 그리고 256강전의 우승컵은 이재동에게 돌아갔는데
너무 안타깝고 충분히 이길 수 있었는데.
그리고 1년 만에 다시 만난 두 선수.
아주 잘 만났다는 것 같아요.
잘 만났다? 그렇다면 복수라도 하겠다는 얘기?
사실입니다. 복수하고 싶습니다.
글쎄요, 불가능할걸요.
어쨌든 현재 두 선수는 개인 리그와 프로리그 모두에서 두각을 보이는 최고의 선수가 되었고, 특히 이재동은 4개월째 프로게이머 랭킹 1위의 자리를 지키고 있다.
자랑스럽고 뿌듯해요.
랭킹 1위! 어느 분야든 1위라는 건 최고의 부러움을 받는 존재인데,
별로 부럽지 않아요. 그게 중요한 거야?
아, 부럽지 않을 수도 있다. 허영무는 현재 삼성판의 강력한 개인 카드이며 차세대 프로토스의 중심에 서 있으므로
사실입니다.
그렇다면 이재동 선수가 생각하는 현존 최고의 프로토스는 당연히
저희 팀의 손찬우 선수.
나에게 이변이란 없다고 말하는 최정상의 선수 이재동. 1년 전에 복수를 할 절호의 찬스를 잡은 허영무. 승자는 과연 누가 될 것인가?
제동이는 이제 죽었어요. 이제.
이재동 하나 둘셋 이재동 화이팅!
We've got a lot of fans down here. Sometimes I wonder if there's just going to be an all-out brawl between these Korean fangirls. You know, if one of their players doesn't win or something like that. I always wonder. I haven't seen it yet. Although I'm sure those Savior fangirls are still rioting on the streets right now. Now that he's been eliminated. All right, well, we've got our Protoss player Jangbi at the bottom left, and meanwhile at the top left, well, we have jaedong. As you can see, it's been pretty even for Protoss and Zerg. Jangbi is a member of Dream T, very strong U.S. West team. Now we see that jaedong is sitting his Overlord in the wrong direction, unfortunately for him. And it looks like Jangbi will indeed be fast expanding. Now I'm curious if jaedong is going to play really, really aggressive, or if he's going to go for a macro opening. Both are good. It's just preference, really. The problem with playing really aggressive is that if it doesn't work in your favor, you're very likely to lose later on. And there's the fans turtling. Jangbi. Jangbi, the word that also kind of sounds like manly. Coincidence? You decide. Note that looks like Jangbi has built a pylon at the location where the hatchery is going to would have been constructed. I think we're going to see a forge here. Actually, we might see Nexus first for the Protoss. Nexus first, probably better. You can always get the Nexus first if you see that they don't have the pool yet. As you can see, Jangbi's forced Jaedong to take a drone off of minerals, although it looks like it's now going to be used to try to make a hatchery. Oh. There's some serious action going on here. Well, Jaedong's going for a pretty economical build, so I don't think we're going to see him be too aggressive yet. Well, no, we'll have a better idea when he takes his extractor. The earlier they take the extractor, normally the more aggressive they're going to be. The Nexus is almost done. Now, Jangbi wants to keep this scouting probe alive for as long as possible. He'll probably be getting the Corsair pretty soon, and then he'll be using that to scout. But the longer the probe is alive, the better. Not only for the probe and his well-being, but also for Jangbi's intelligence. He will have a better idea of what his opponent's doing. That's how the matchup works in Protoss versus Zerg. The Zerg pretty much decides how the game is going to be played, and the Protoss defends for a lot of the early game until he eventually has a completely balanced army and then moves out and starts trying to stop the expansions. Zerg Hydralisk Den. He may actually be going for an entrance bust. It's hard to say, though. Zerg have so many options of what they can do early on against Protoss. Sometimes you'll see Protoss players send out the first zealot or two to try to scare these Zerg into making Zerglings. Looks like we're going to see another expansion, interestingly enough. You can see Jangbi's trying to get this probe into the main Micro Wars. Well, he's getting a lot of Hydralisks. I didn't see a layer morphing, so I think he may in fact be going for an entrance bust. Corsair Reaver is the choice for Jangbi. The Hydralisks are moving out. They have the speed upgrade. It is going to be an entrance bust. Jaedong, you devil, you. Now he's moving the Hydralisks around. We see the Panda Bear guy hiding from Jaedong's Hydralisks. Alright. This is going to be bad news. Looks like he's going to get a perfect surround. He's going towards the entrance. Does Jangbi have enough? I'm not terribly sure. Oh my god. Jangbi, no! He's going to lose right off the bat, it looks like. He got those Hydralisks around there, and he just was not prepared for all those Hydralisks. He should have had one more cannon. Good game! Whoa! Okay, that was easy. Wow, I was not actually expecting that to end so quickly. Well done by Jaedong. That is really difficult to stop for the Protoss if they you don't have enough cannons, there's just really almost nothing you can do. Wow. Well, I think that game was pretty self-explanatory. Unfortunately, if you do not have enough cannons there, and the reason why he probably did not have enough is he wanted to get his tech buildings out a little bit quicker than normal. And Jaedong knew that, got some Hydralisks, hid them pretty well. It wasn't until the last second that they really got in there. Plus that excellent surround. Really good surround there on the units as they were retreating. That's Jaedong for you. He will own you. He will own you with his hands tied behind his back. He will own you blindfolded. He will own you without a monitor. All right, well, let's see if this next game ends up any different from the game that we just saw. Wow. It's always surprising when a game ends that fast. I was thinking that was probably going to happen though once I saw the den without the layer. Usually they're going to get that layer up. They need all those upgrades. They need to get the lurkers especially to help contain the Protoss or defend. They want the Mutalisks, everything. But if they get the Hydralisk den like that, it usually means that they are, in fact, attempting to bust your entrance. Well, both players have joined the game. They're both ready, so I think we're going to get this started pretty soon. And I think the pressure is really on right now for Jangbi. I mean, especially if you lost a game that quickly. We'll see how he fares in this next one, though.